Greetings, viewers, and welcome back. We're here at Sparky Pants Studios with another Replay Tuesday. I'm, of course, Red Rupee, and with me...
I'm Deckard. Almost forgot your name there.
I have a hard time with that. Couple too many rig explosions nearby.
Something's happening tomorrow.
There's a big thing I hear.
What's happening?
We're going free to play.
What? That's crazy. It's like
Everyone's
we talked
gonna
about
be
it
able to
last
play.
week or something.
We did, and now we're actually following through.
That's
so
right. If you're watching
no one
this
can
video,
ever say we didn't give you nothing.
On Tuesday, it's tomorrow. If you're watching this video on Wednesday, it's today. If you're watching this video on Thursday, it's already happened. We're excited. I know you're excited. What happens with free to play?
I mean, everyone's going to be able to play. There is no more commander or squad bumbles, so you're going to be having to earn your goodies the hard way, or the fun way, as I like to call it. I want to unlock stuff. That's the fun of these kind of games, is unlocking stuff in between those matches.
But yeah, that means hundreds and thousands of new players. It's going to be real good to get a nice mix of new blood inside the game.
But anyways, we've got the match at hand here. We've got a ranked match between Peert and Majus, and we can see a couple rig picks have already come in. Of course, being a ranked match, they will have the option to pick their gear after this mode right now. So Peert is on his 2 picks right now. He gets 2 pilot picks after Majus' first 2. And there are also no duplicate pilots in this, so if one person plays Fury and Warhead, obviously Peert can't take those 2 pilots, so he now has to work his build around what his opponent has on the table, and Majus gets the last round. After this, they'll go into their sideboard picks, which a sideboard, if you haven't played ranked match, gives you a selection of 10 different pieces of gear that you can kind of put to the side and then sort of switch things in and out. If you've watched like the opening intro cinematic, our big fancy trailer, it's actually kind of like that opening sequence where they're like flying down on the dropship, they're switching gear in and out, trying to talk amongst themselves to decide.
That's right, when Turbine's asking to put in trap layer and all that stuff. Yeah, so now that they've picked their 3 pilots each, now they're going to lock in what gear they swap out. Now, we don't get to see what they're choosing until they've locked in place, and we don't get to see their sideboard, but this is when we get to pay attention to the choices that they make. So right now, Peert has a Plutus Vice Recon, kind of a standard build for these players, for these rigs. But there we go. We just watched Vice change to Pulverizer's Black Hole Shell Momentum Shifter. So that means that he was not expecting to pick Vice per se, and he had to pick Vice because Warhead was taken by Majus, and now he's adjusting to that by adding Black Hole Shell and Momentum Shifter to that Vice.
I think with Double Gunner, Black Hole Shell is probably a pretty reasonable fallback. He's also got both Core Hammer and Core Shelter on this rig. So
Definitely.
He's just gonna. I feel like Vice is just gonna be sitting in the middle of this composition and soaking up damage.
Yeah, and also just at the last second there, we saw Majus change Warhead to have Momentum Shifter as well. So that could have been a counterplay to seeing the Momentum Shifter being chosen by Peert. But anyways, this match has started. This is Mind the Gap. Hivebuster, Total Vision, and Boss Slayer is on the map. And this should be an interesting match. These are both very good players. Peert has really come a long way lately, and Majus, of course, has always been excellent.
Yeah, Majus has always enjoyed this double gunner kind of thing, so that's going to be it's something he's familiar with, if nothing else. He's going to know this build in and out, and he's also rocking that Mazer Flare on top of that, so things are looking pretty solid. I think Boss Slayer is always a lot scarier when Mazer Flare is on the table.
Yeah, because you can't do anything. If you're against a player that's constantly going against Boss, and you've got Mazer Flare, that opponent can no longer do things in secret. You know, if you're a good Mazer Flare user, you're going to be poking over into the enemy territory and throwing down that Mazer Flare because it lasts. How long does it last now? 60 seconds?
I think it lasts 45 seconds, if I'm not sure. Yeah, it's 45 seconds.
Right. So yeah, it gives a very small window for the opposing player to go after that boss, and of course Mazer Flare is used in a bunch of other variety ways. Just getting vision on the map itself at all times is very crucial, so you can see when people are uploading or things of that nature. So now we've got our first core scored with 13.5 minutes remaining left. Warhead's trying to go for his second, but Recon is doing a lot of damage to this tank. That's impressive.
Yeah, Warhead's going to get the dunk, but is he going to get out of there? It's only going to take one or two more shots. Nope. Goes down, that leg pops right off as he explodes, and still a 2-0 lead for Majus. That 30 seconds, considering there isn't a lot, he's got the current farm under control. I think getting the upload, sacrificing that rig might be pretty okay. The only thing he's got to worry about now is, what we're seeing right now is some potential total vision pressure, but he's still running 2 gunners, so he's got the damage he could potentially want on the field. Recon's still doing a lot of damage, though.
Recon's
He's
in trouble.
not, 2-on-1 and when it comes to just a gunner fight straight up isn't often going to end well for the solo gunner.
So now the first dunk is coming in from Peert. Good, he's got a core he's left behind. Now he's going to jump across the gap with an even squishier Plutus. He wants that kill. He's getting a little bloodthirsty there. Now he's got Fury on his tail. Vanguard's safe in the distance, so Peert's going to have to just bounce out of there. Put a little pressure. He's gotten about 2 rigs down to the south hive. So it's given him a chance to use Vice to upload a second course. Now 2-2 with 12.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this looks going forward. It looks,
oh wow, now he's got Vice coming in on that vision tower.
Yeah, it looks like he's just focusing on the farming right now. Neither player going for a boss push quite yet, but then bringing in the second rig now. That's always kind of what I like to do in this situation. Oh, but the Plutus was a bit too weak.
So Fury goes down, but Plutus went down before that. I noticed when Plutus jumped in, Vanguard immediately, or Fury immediately started focus firing that Plutus. So Majus was definitely expecting that kind of double team on that vision tower.
Yeah, he's just sitting on the solo tower right now, which isn't a big deal. He's got 1 rig down on his opponent, so he doesn't have to worry about too much aggression, and he can kind of cap towers at will if he needs to. Alpha Strike isn't on the field, so really this farm hiving, or hive farming rather, is not going to be that crucial. Just making sure both players stay up on their squad levels. Majus is a bit ahead right now, but not at any sort of irrecoverable state from Peert. And the score's 3-3, so like what do you think is the next big move here? Do you think you just stay on the farm? Or?
I think once Majus clears this level 2 hive, it would behoove him to go for the top boss just to add that pressure. When it's 3-3, you have that. Oh wow! Blackwell Shell followed up from a momentum shifter. Now we've got 3 rigs focusing down this Fury. Fury's not going to get out of there. That is a big mistake by Majus.
Yeah, going for the poach. Like I guess he maybe wanted to interrupt or try to harass rigs, but then he went for a poach. But with all 3 rigs blasting away at you there, I don't know what the plan was.
Yeah. Now see, this would be a perfect time for Peert to go after a boss and just let Majus dunk 1 or 2 core. Oh wow! Look at that boost away. Was not able to save that Vanguard.
I think Majus was kind of disregarding the potential damage output of both of these turrets right here.
Wow, he should be going for total vision right now, I think, but I guess because his rigs are so low on health, he doesn't want to risk it. He's going to go after that level 2 hive in the center left. I would hope that after Recon dumps his core, they're going to go south and take a boss, but it might not just not be Peert's style.
Yeah, it's interesting. Right now, it looks like we can see on Peert's side, he's just going to be leaving Plutus at level 1. Might hit level 2 later on, but he's pretty much designed to be a level 1 rig, just looking at his software and equipment. So, with Vice and Recon getting dove into the levels there, we see much more even split from Majus.
Uh-oh, Fury's in trouble again. That was the Plasma Drone, followed by the Momentum Shifter, followed by Pulverizers.
Yeah, just that combo alone, we can see Fury just barely getting out of there.
I can't believe she did get out of there. That was intense.
Yeah, the combination slow between the Plasma Drone and the Pulverizer, we saw that Gunner was slowed to a crawl.
Oh no, look at that mistake. Vice hit, Peert must have hit the D key on accident, or was planning to ferry off the core, and Vanguard came in right then and just snagged that dropped off core.
Yeah, that's a pretty big blunder, but hopefully it won't matter too much. It's still 5-4, so Majus still has to get that core into the uplink for it to really matter. just a mercy drop, just a little gift. Here you go.
Fake BM. No, I think that was an honest mistake. And now this level 3 tier 3 hive is up for Peert, which is going to be a lot of enemy pressure for these 2 rigs. But Recon is holding off Fury just fine. Alpha Slay goes down those extra 20. Oh wow, look at that momentum shifter hitting both rigs. It's such a great positioning. Recon's in trouble though. The Black Hole Shell was not in time. And final ammo just killed Recon for Peert. So now it's 2-2. But Fury's in trouble too. I don't know what Majus is doing sitting around here. He was too greedy to get that Vice. Vice does go down,
Look
but
at
now
that
Plutus
go. That
takes
Plutus
out
with
Fury,
all his little constructs, his drones and turrets, pretty much single-handedly handled all those. I mean, obviously the other 2 rigs were tanking for him, but it's surprising to see Majus playing so wild and loose with his gunners like that. He's normally really on top of his micro.
And I mean, that might be the beauty that we are finally going to discover with the public is what ranked play can bring, because the counter pick of pilots you're not expecting and having to swap in emergency gear so that you feel more comfortable with your loadouts. I mean, that is the breaking of the barrier for when people are sick of, oh, it's just the flamethrower meta, oh, it's just the shredder field landfall meta. You know, it's going to be really interesting to see how pros adapt to these kind of changes.
Right, and imagine in that case, if he had Peert had activated the black hole shell at the correct timing, like that recon would have still been up. These gunners would have fallen even quicker. But with those two gunners going down, it wasn't terribly. Oh nope!
Oh,
they get their revenge on that Plutus finally.
Yeah, I think Plutus made a mistake throwing down another replicating rifle. It kept it in position a little too long.
But Fury now approaching level 5 to access her special move. But as I was saying, it was just it wasn't super capitalized on. It's 8-5 now, so there's going to be time to get back into this. 3 points down is no big deal at all, and he's about a full squad level ahead.
And I think Peert's going for the boss. Or pressure on the vision tower. He might decap the vision tower and then go for the boss.
Yeah, he has, let's see, a level 5 recon and a level 3 Vice. That can probably handle a boss pretty easily, but this is a dangerous maneuver to make. Let's see, both gunners now moving in. Vice and recon over here. There's nothing
was it a trap?
to shut down. The orbital strike does hammer on top of that Vanguard, but Fury and Vanguard still up. Vice taking tons of damage. Fury trying to finish off one of these rigs, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Vice now
needs to get out of there
with no escape, cornered in that particular spot, but a double kill for Recon. 1 for 2 trade, as Warhead has just been closing the score gap during that time. It was overall an advantageous fight for Peert, but Majus pulling in the scores on the back end of all that.
Yeah, and look at Recon ferrying over across the jump, dropping
making sure to get both of those cores out of enemy territory.
You know, I really wonder if that was a trap, because he just sat on that vision tower waiting, knowing that Majus would come over and think a boss push was happening. And unfortunately, the positioning might not have been perfect, but he did get 2 kills, and I think that was a planned move. I really like that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see. I guess maybe if he...
There we go. Now he's going for the vision tower. I was wondering what was taking him so long. He's going to get total vision if Warhead does not go down. He's going down. Recon's sitting in the wrong area. Recon should have been on the northern part of that collision for the vision tower just to get some more damage on that Warhead before he could come in and decap.
Look at that. Fury losing about a third of her health before she even gets in range of Plutus. But then the two... Fury and Vanguard both taking her out. Black Hole Shell making sure Plutus gets home nice and safely. But Vanguard snagging a core. Fury looks like she's got the same plan. Oh no, but the momentum shifter might change that plan. Let's see if she manages to get away with those poachs this time around. She just might.
Wow.
Recon not quite moving in quick enough. He's
going
for the kill, but
Huge
Vanguard's
mistake.
waiting.
Huge mistake to follow in with that.
And yeah, we've been seeing both players now, like kind of using those jump pads for little sneak attacks and waiting for people lying in wait with extra rigs to turn around and turn the tables on a trapped otherwise.
Oh no!
What? He stopped!
Hero Alpha killing, or not a hero for Majus, but hero for Peert. Oh, the total vision goes down for Peert, so it's 12-9 with 4.5 minutes remaining. Majus he's not out of the game yet. He's definitely got a chance, because he's clearly has the cores to do it. Let's just hope that his Warhead doesn't go down. If this Warhead goes down, then he's in trouble. A good momentum shifter out of there. Nice escape.
And we're starting to hit the point where either one of these players has to take a boss or Boss Slayer just isn't probably going to happen. It looks like neither player's really been pressuring that at all. Both players have been focused on farming, focused on getting the dunks down. Still, is this Fury still sitting at level 4? So no special moves still available with the exception of that orbital strike, but Peert doesn't really have too much to take advantage of that. He doesn't have any pulls or knockbacks really with the exception of the momentum shifter to really lock down his opponents for that orbital strike. So he's only ever really going to hit maybe one rig with that recon special.
So here we go with in a blink of an eye that boss goes down, just very quickly melted. So
yeah, I mean the late game trio can take down a boss so very fast, so it's not really that big a deal. I guess maybe that's what he was waiting on, trying to get the score advantage a little bit, and then
what is Majus thinking? He went in against a boss buffed Triad. I think that's a huge mistake.
Let's see, squad level 11 to 10 right now. Majus, despite the boss kill, is still on top of that experience gain. So his squad level's ultimately higher, and he now does finally have his stunning entry. But so far, these past few engagements, he hasn't had all of his rigs together.
Yeah.
Is he paying attention here? He needs to move that Warhead in to start tanking.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh, that was a little too close for comfort.
Yeah.
That Fury escaping by the skin of her teeth.
So 13 to 12 right now. 2.5 minutes remaining. Peert's going to jump across the gap, I hope, and get that other boss. I hope he doesn't even waste time with that Vision Tower because he can melt those bosses pretty fast. He is going to take the Vision Tower, though.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, the score's so close, you really don't want to risk a team wipe while you're hitting a boss. So get the Vision Tower, make sure you've got Vision. He's still got a couple cores, so he could even engage right here, and if he takes a rig out, he doesn't even have to go for the boss. He could go up if he wanted.
Oh, and there's the orbital strike.
I think that was a little too brazen. Does tag Fury.
Interesting.
But it looks like, no, he's just going to use that boss buff, go knock out the boss right away. Even with that Mazer Flare down, what is going to... Is this going to happen? I think there's enough time. It's going to be close. If Fury or Vanguard...
wow, they walked through all the replicating rifles and plasma drones. Oh, and there's a huge stunning entry. And
manages to snag the boost, though.
Wow.
But will it cost Fury her life? I don't think so. I think she's going to get away just barely. Vanguard moving in, but I don't think that's a wise choice. There's still all 3 rigs online, even with the boss buff. Those rigs are all fairly injured. 13 to now 14. With 90 seconds remaining, this game could go either way at this stage. Warhead falling back, getting that momentum shift again, though.
Uh-oh, Warhead's getting melted away. No way he's going to survive that.
Both
but also
tanks are obliterated, but with the boss buff, a 2-on-2.
Oh my god, Recon's got to get out of there. He's got 31 HP.
No movement abilities, though, on these gunners, so we can still see the cooldown for that thrusters just now.
So how many cores do we have on the map? We have 1 core on the map. It would bring 13 to 16, 3-point advantage, and then Vice has 33 seconds left remaining, so that would give 30 seconds to kill the boss. Peert's only chance to win this game right now, because he's got 1 core. Yeah, his only chance to win this game right now is to kill the boss.
I think so, and we just saw Majus throw down that Mazer Flare right over the boss, so as soon as he moves in on that, I mean, he's got time. He can maybe wait for that Vice, but it's 40 seconds. He's got to go for it. He's got no choice. He even sees the Mazer Flare and is trying to maybe wait it out.
Yeah, and Mazer Flare just expired, so I think Vice he's going to go around the long... Oh, no, I'm sorry, it didn't expire. It's still there, but he's going around the long way, the alleyway in the back. Here comes Vice,
Oh, that's a good move.
Yeah, that's the most forgotten pathway to take, so now he's going to be able to take out...
Oh, but he's still standing right on the edge of it. It is seen. Yep. We see both the gunners now moving in with 17 seconds remaining. Everything's going down on this boss. Is Majus going to get here in time? The Vanguard and Fury are here, but they're not trying to steal, it looks like. The stun goes down, and Peert takes it.
Wow.
Honestly, I don't even think that Majus had a shot there anyways, because Vice did have the black hole shell. I'm surprised I didn't see it activated there, because the black hole would have just absorbed those shots anyways.
And the fact that it wasn't activated is on par with the mistake that Majus made, which was not to try and at least get a 50% chance of getting that boss kill.
Yeah, that was tricky. I'm not sure what I expected to see there, but wow, look at that recon with 8 kills.
Brutal.
Putting in the
and
work
Vanguard's
there.
got 6 kills for Majus. They were just going...
Majus was playing well, but just wasn't on the field a lot. Lost so many rigs throughout the game there. Like, overall, the game plan was sound, but just didn't manage to keep his team together almost ever. We see 12 kills over here, 12 deaths rather, versus 9. I know at least one of those was Kavash, but... couple major errors there. This was a pretty neck and neck game.
Yeah, clearly same skill level. Really fun to watch. Really like that trap that I think Peert laid, and
both players really taking advantage of the jump pads overall, because we saw the injured Fury jump across and then shuffled out with the Vanguard. So when Recon jumped over to finish things off, just got nuked. And we didn't. I guess it was this Warhead. We didn't really see a lot come in from him. It was just all about these
he did
gunners.
A lot of farming.
Yeah, Majus wasn't really using his tank much, and I think just having that Vice over here, catching rigs out of position with that momentum shifter time and time again, was just really hard for Majus to get around.
Yeah. But that should wrap it up for us, I think.
I think so. So
just a reminder that free-to-play is happening tomorrow, or today, or yesterday, depending on when you're watching this video. But April 12th is the date, so get onto Steam, get your friends involved. That means you can download the game for free. You'll start with 4 pilots, you'll start with their basic gear, and then you can just work your way up and play our new 3v3 mode, and our 1v1 unranked, and check out our party system and the multi-queue system. It's all there, and more is coming. So
yeah, all your friends that have been holding out for didn't want to drop money up front on this game. Now's the time to get in. And of course, we also have another streamer party happening tomorrow.
that's right. There's a streamer
So
party
on Wednesday.
with Innervate, which is going to be great. And then on Thursday, we're going to have our Thursday night throwdown as usual. So
I think we've got some more 3v3 lined up for that.
and I think we're going to be giving away a little bit of some bundles for some people in the Twitch chat, so that should be fun too.
More goodies. I'm into it. All right, well, I think that wraps it up for this Replay Tuesday. This was, of course, Red Rupee.
This was Deckard.
We'll catch you guys next time.
See ya, Belters.